right, guys, this is Emmett Stallworth, the Alpha Builder. So I'm here, and I'm here at a job site, and as you guys see, we're kind of getting the framing done. So you can kind of see what we got going on here. Um, if you kind of look up, you look up, if you can kind of look up, you can see where we have our engineered lumber that has went in um, up here. And what I typically want to do, guys, I want to go through here and I want to check, guys. You got to check every last one of these ceiling joists, or for the next level is going to be your flooring joists. You want to check every last one of them to make sure that this engineered lumber is in the right place. And a good code official, what he's going to do is he's going to go to every last one of your beams, like that beam right there, that beam right over here. He's going to go to every last one of these beams, and he's going to check that beam to make sure it's the right thickness, right height, right everything. And then also he's going to make sure that it's resting on the right amount of lumber. There's even on the beams, they give you a bearing. They talk about a bearing, and the bearing tells you how much lumber each one of these beams is supposed to be sitting on. So you got that beam there. It tells you all of that. So these are the things I'm checking. I'm also checking things like windows and stuff like that, man. Like these guys right here got one of the windows wrong. Um, like there's a window that's supposed to be right here, guys. It's supposed to be an opening right there. They didn't put that there, man, because they're looking at the plans and they're not looking at the elevation. Um, so these are the things that I'm looking at, man. I'm checking to make sure all the cuts were tight. You know, um, I'm coming here. Let me see. There's a little spot that I had down here. Yeah, they fixed those. So you got to I'm just looking at the bottom, making sure the seal sealer is in, making sure we got our 2 stud corners, um, making sure the loads are stacking correctly. Yeah, now if you do it according to the plans, they're gonna stack correctly. You're not gonna have to worry about that. So that's what I'm doing, guys. Um, you know, making sure the hangers are gonna be in the right place. I don't know how they're gonna get hangers right up in here on this right here, guy. These are well, I guess they can get it up in there. You can kind of see. Let me see, right up here. Yeah, right up here. It's kind of tight to get your hangers in there, and nail them too at the same time. So, what you want to do is you want to make sure you get the plan, and you want to try to catch a lot of this stuff before it get too far gone, and it becomes, and they start costing you lumber, or cost you a little bit more on lumber. Now you got to go buy some more lumber to fix the problems that they made. So these are the little things that you want to make sure you get taken care of. So you guys, you got to come out here on your job site. And I'll be honest with you, man, I would say you need to come out here somebody need to be out here every day. Every day. You can't just get these guys just say, hey man, y'all just go out there and frame it. Because you're gonna come back and I can guarantee you, man, it's not gonna be, you're gonna have things that's gonna be messed up. It's pretty high ceilings in this garage. So this is a 2-car garage. We made a 2-car garage. But guys, these are the things that you want to check. I didn't know we had a window right here. Oh yeah, we do got a window right there. Um, so these are the things you want to check, man. You just gotta, guys, you gotta stay on these framers, man. Um, I got a lot of beams. Like these beams are probably gonna be going across here. So this whole little area right here, they just hadn't finished yet. It's gonna have beams going all the way across. And I imagine that beam that's on the floor right there is probably gonna go right over here somewhere, right over here in this little area. Um, because initially, man, even when we started, guys, out, I forgot to give these guys the plans. That was on me. I actually forgot. And this beam right here, well, this right here header, this header right here is a 2x12. But you know, the framers, if they don't know, you know, if they don't have any plans with them, they're just gonna do 2x10. That's the default. 2x10, everything 2x10 headers. Um, and that wasn't the case here because we didn't have the plan said it needed to be 2x12s. I think I had it in a couple different places we had to have 2x12 headers. Yeah, even over this front door here. Yeah. And I don't think they changed that one right there. That one got to be changed out. If I'm not mistaken, yeah. This right here has to be changed out. Guys, you gotta, golly, man, you gotta, whew, man, these guys, this is, guys, you gotta stay on these framers, man. Let me see, 2x12, 2x12 over there. Yeah, so we got 2x12s there. Should have had my tape measure there. Yeah, those are 2x12s. Okay. You got to come out, guys. You got to come out your job sites. You got to check this right here. Closet is framed wrong. I mean, it's just a lot of little stuff, man, that you gotta stay on top of these guys. But we don't. This right here is wrong. So you just guys, like I said, guys, the name of the game, man, is the force accountability. Now we're gonna. I hate to just kind of really probe them really bad right now. To kind of, you know, you might just run them away. You just never know, guys. But what you have to do is don't let the major things get so far because you're gonna come back. You're gonna have a framing punch. So you should have a framing punch as well. So what I do is before my MEPs, mechanical, electrical plumbers come in, I do what we call a punch because here's the thing, guys. You better make sure everything is right before those guys get in because especially those electricians, when those electricians come in and they start cutting through walls and stuff like that, it becomes almost impossible, man, to get. It's almost impossible to at that point to try to correct a lot of the framing problems. I mean, it is you can correct it, man, but I tell you what, man, it becomes a headache. So you want to try to get everything right. You want to try to get all the framing stuff right before those guys come in. Before your MEPs, you need to get those plans. You need to get those engineered plans and the red lines, and you need to go through everything. It may take you a whole day to go through everything. And you get you some spray paint, and you get those window sizes, and you go through and you go through every piece of detail that you got here and make sure everything is right before these guys, before you call your MEPs and have them to come out here and start doing their stuff. Because if that framing is not right, you're gonna have. And then here's another thing, guys. Once the MEPs get done, you call in for your framing inspection. That's how it works. You gotta have all this stuff right before you get your framing inspection. But guys, you gotta have somebody out here, man. You know, and like I said, the biggest problem that you're gonna have in the framing is that you got a language barrier. Because the guys is actually doing the skill work for framing. You know, they may not speak English as well. This is what you're gonna have. For some odd reason, Americans, you know, white and black, I don't know, man. I guess they think we starting to get to the point that we think we're too good to do framing, which is where you make a whole lot of money, guys. I see checks. I write the checks to these guys. They make good money. I don't know what he's paying his subs, but I'm paying him well to get this framing. You know, framing right now, man, you can get it for, you know, if you got a good framer, you $5.50 to. I mean, sometimes you can get up to $6 a square foot, and that's everything that's under the roof. Okay. All right, guys. I just wanted to come through here and kind of walk through this thing, guys. See how I walk through the houses, just to make sure everything looks good. So you guys can see what I'm seeing. All right, you guys have a good one. Like, share, subscribe. Thanks. I couldn't get it to stop. Just not.